About 6 months later, all the grandkids and all the family came for Thanksgiving to my grandfather's house, and they weren't saved, so they used to do a little, drink a little too much. And I had 7 cousins who were all girls. I'm the only boy. And they're all city girls. And their parents would make them come. So they're down on the farm, and everybody's having a party, and my grandfather takes the keys to the 53 Dodge flatbed truck and throws them to me and says, go take the girls for a ride through the orchard. I'm 15. I'm like, all right. So, the girls are like, oh, we don't want, I'm like, no, Grandpa said you get on the truck. So they get on the flatbed truck. It's got these wood sides, and one jumps in front, and I'm driving through the orchard, and I'm just going like a bat out of heaven. They're bats in heaven. And we're just going down this dirt road, and there's a cliff right here. There's a cliff right here, and there's a river right here. And we're just going, well, first thing that happens is we go through the orchard as fast as we can go. This is like 30 miles an hour. Everything's shaking. You know one of those trucks? And the girls are hanging on, and we go through this mud, and we get stuck. And I tell the girls, you need to get off and push. They're like, no, we're not getting off. I'm like, no, you need to get off and push. No, I said, you're going to walk out in the mud or you're going to get out. Okay, so they get out and push on. Dump the clutch. Whoa! Dual wheels, covers them with mud. These primpy girls, city girls, are all covered with mud. They're screaming and yelling. We finally get out. I'm like, jump on. They all jump on. So we're going on this road as fast as we can go. Everything's shaking. The truck's never been this fast in its life. And I forgot that the road was washed out. River on this side, cliff on this side, narrow road. And I stopped just in time. And we have to back up 3 miles. So I tell my cousin Denise, I go, open the door and make sure we don't fall off the cliff. No seat belts in those days, So I'll put it in reverse, and as fast as I can go, and she goes, before she could say tree, the tree grabbed the door and ripped it off. It bent the door in half and ripped the top hinge off, and it was hanging just by one hinge. It looked, it looked like a gull wing, but it wasn't. They're all, Grandpa's going to kill you. Grandpa's going to kill you. So I drive back really slowly, and we pull up in the yard, and I say to the girls, don't tell anyone we did this. They're like, oh, no, you're the one who did it. We didn't do this. I said, don't tell anybody we did this. They said, oh, no, you're the one who did this. They run in. They're like, Grandpa, Kris wrecked the truck. My uncles come out, right? That's their daughters. 2 of my uncles come out, and my oldest uncle, Ray, my Uncle Ray, he looks at it, and my grandfather, he's still waddling. He don't move very fast. So my uncle's out. He's like, what happened? He looks at the door and he's like, you could have killed those girls. What's wrong with you? And he's screaming and yelling at my grandfather. What's going on? Well, backing up on the tree, grabbed the door and ripped it off. My uncle's yelling at him, and my grandfather winks. That means, I got this. Don't talk. My uncle's all, both my uncles all yelling. My grandfather's all. And so he's listening. He goes, oh, you know what? I've been wanting to take those doors off this truck for 2 years. We don't need doors on this truck. It's a work truck. Go get the ratchets, the tools, and take both doors off. As he walks away, he looks back and he goes, that was it. Of course, my uncle stayed and stared for a while. You know what? We need to create a place where people can fail successfully. My grandson ripped the door off of my garage last year. I saw the door coming down on top of the tractor, and I ran to stop him, and I went and ripped the door off. And I started to say something, and Kathy goes, what would your grandfather do? Not what would Jesus do, what would your grandfather do? You know, it was that moment that I had a revelation of how much my grandfather loved me. Last year. I was like 45 years later, I realized, oh, he really loved me. Like, I want to kill this kid right now. He's all, Papa, I'm sorry. Oh, it's no big deal. Inside, I'm like, you stupid kid. What is wrong with you? Can you see the tractors there? You push the button down and knock the whole thing off. You idiot. That's what I was thinking, but it's all good. Come on, let's straighten that door out. I'll never realize how much my grandfather loved me till this stupid kid ripped the door up my garage. And Kathy's all, she's following me out there, just look at it. She's like, remember when you ripped the siding off your grandfather's garage? I was like, man, you know what? Shut up. I'm just, trying to remind. I'm like, I know, I hear you. I know this is not easy to practice, but it's something about loving people more than you love your stuff. That isn't always our first reaction. It's not that we don't love people, it's just that we love our stuff. And anyway, I just want to crash this into the ground right now and just say, well, I have 8 more pages of notes. I didn't think you'd like to stay for the rest of it. But I do want to say that what would happen when we take hold of people and we make room for them to do stupid stuff and we don't make a big old deal out of it. It's not that big a deal. It's not that big a deal. I remember one of our team did something really dumb many years ago. It was in the front page of the paper, and I called Bill to say, tomorrow morning, this is going to be in the front page of the paper. This is his first words out of his mouth. The first was a long pause. I know what he's going like, kill them. Long pause. He goes, do not throw him under the bus to save your butt. Do not. I said, all right. He said, it's our mistake. Take the blame. That's my leader. People are so quick, like, it's his fault. I didn't do it. What happens when we're just like, it's not that big a deal? So I call them back and I go, hey, that's not a big deal, man. You know what? Just work it out. What'd you learn? This is what I learned. Awesome. Awesome.